My name is Lucinda Phillips.
And I'm Heather Phillips. So when we first liked each other, it's a bit complicated. We became friends about 10 years ago. I know a lot of people in our lives think that somehow we were secretly dating for a really long time, but we weren't.
How did you both feel when you came out to the church? What were their reactions?
I think it was so interesting because when we first came out to people that we loved, that we kind of already knew would support us, and though we knew it wouldn't be that way when we came out, I don't think we could have ever conceived how ugly things could have gotten. We got to a point in our relationship where, we thought about waiting a year to come out, but we realized that we were just lying and there was no integrity there. And so it was hard because we weren't really given the opportunity to explain. There was a lot of fallout in personal relationships among folks, and I think that there was going to be an issue about gay marriage.
I think, too, a lot of people, like Heather was saying, just thought that we had been in a relationship for 10 years and now we're coming out and getting married. We were definitely best friends all the way up until 2 years ago. And our coming out was first met really good, and we were really excited by the way that people said that they loved us and cared for us. But as things kind of fell out, those people just stopped talking to us.
We saw folks not necessarily attack us, but attack people who supported us. On the flip side, coming out was amazing.
Yeah, we really started to celebrate our engagement because we had been engaged, but then finally coming out, it was like, yay, we're gonna plan our bridal shower, and finally it was like, I'm engaged,
It's hard to keep quiet for 4 months. Things definitely were way more negative than we could have imagined, but they were also way more positive than we could have imagined.
Definitely.
And I think that sort of dichotomy really sums up the entire experience of like the highs and lows mixed together. And you just have to take the good with the bad.
Our wedding was in Tiburon at Old St. Hilary's Church, and the reception was at Gaimus Restaurant down on the water.
I think everyone tells you like their wedding day is the best day ever and it's so perfect, and I'll be honest, I was one of those people that always thought that was cliche, but seriously, nothing can compare to having just like a room full of people who love you.
Leading up to it, I thought that I was going to be nervous that there, like, people in public might see two brides or whatever, but I didn't care. Like, that day I was so free. I think the strongest message for the LGBTQ community is just the freedom that you feel when you're finally honest with yourself is something that no one else can do for you, and to be honest with who you are because God made you that way, and it's okay for you to accept the fact that God made you that way. And I know that a lot of people might disagree with that, but that there is room at the table for both to be gay or LGBT and have God.
I just think that there's so much to be said just that love wins, and we are like one tiny story in a cascade of people, and so many people who've gone before us and have been so much braver than we've had to be.
Love does win.
Love wins.